find out what people are going to start to do as people have lost their minds. We lost our minds earlier. The initial college football playoff rankings came out for this year. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, and Georgia, the top 5 teams. Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, Notre Dame, the last 5, and then Texas and Oklahoma round out the top 12. 6 of the 12 teams, members of the SEC.
Shocking to nobody ever. Also, remember the 12th spot isn't really the 12th spot. The 12th spot goes to the best group of 5 team. So Oklahoma would be out if the playoffs started today, which they don't. But you remember, that's going to either go to USF or Memphis or maybe James Madison, who's 7-1, and their only loss happens to be to Louisville. So there is a lot to still figure out. They just showed their cards again yesterday that it is an eye test situation, and it's not a wins and loss thing.
So how would you fix it? And that's my question. That's where I've been with you all morning long.
Yeah. Notre Dame, out of there. Texas, out of there. Oregon, out of there.
Why does the eye test not matter when you're talking about making sure a Boise State situation doesn't happen again? What
was wrong with Boise State?
Well, they earned it on the field.
Well, if you take all those guys out, who are you putting in right away?
Right.
How about 3 teams you have to replace?
Okay, you move up Virginia, you move up Louisville, you move up Georgia Tech. I don't have a problem with that.
All right.
So Georgia Tech should go ahead of Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. They have less losses than Vanderbilt.
And Oregon.
Oregon, you could argue. Fine. You want to keep Oregon in, keep them in. Texas has no business in there. People want to talk about, the trajectory. What trajectory? They just lost to Florida like 3 weeks ago.
Conversation. Yeah. They haven't even looked good. And you talk about eye test, like Herm Edwards talked about. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And boy, they've struggled through the wins they've got.
I'm going to be against Notre Dame until they get their behinds in the conference, and they're not. So they should be in the Big Ten.
Or actually beat somebody with a pulse.
Have to play competitive and comparative schedules for people who play in that same area and region of the country, and they don't, so they get to pick who they want, and now they have 2 losses. But there is something, and that's where I am, John, I think where we disagree. There is something to how you look as you come down the stretch. Looking one way the first quarter of the season, even losing a game, does not mean you are not a much better or improved product at the end of the year.
Why does a loss at the beginning of the year count less than a loss? It absolutely does. It absolutely does. 100%. A loss at the beginning of the year counts less than a loss at the end of the year. They've told us that. Because Notre Dame looks better doing what? Beating Boston College? Beating, I don't know, who else have they beaten? Beating NC State? But because they lost early in the year, those losses just magically don't matter?
So BYU should be ahead of Alabama and Georgia because they're undefeated.
I didn't say that. I don't. If they would have put them there, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I would have a problem with that.
I have no problem with that.
I haven't watched BYU games. I'm going to watch one this week.
Exactly. And I would guarantee, I would bet dollars to donuts, 3/4 of the committee hadn't seen 20 snaps of BYU.
No, I haven't watched them. I'm going to watch them this week when they play a game they have to win.
Texas Tech.
They have to win it. Right. So if you're a big, bad BYU.
The criteria is so different. Notre Dame didn't have to win the 2 games that they played.
No.
They didn't have to. Because they played 2 ranked teams. They don't have to win. They can beat up on crap teams and still get in because it comes down to the name on the side of your helmet.
So you're just forget what you looked like when you won. Forget who you played when you won. Forget what happened to a team you lost to early. Just whatever the record is, that's where you belong.
Yeah, when your head-to-head tells you one thing and you lose the only 2 games that matter, it does mean something. Texas losing to Florida should matter more than damn near anything.
I agree with you. 2 teams,
but they're in there,
are getting some love. Notre Dame and Texas. Yeah. Outside of that, I'm okay week 1 as there's still things that have to be changed and swapped out.